Welcome, everybody. I'm Coach Co, and you are with Sports Cards Pro. And today we are going to be checking out the hottest sports cards over the course of the last 7 days. We are going to go ahead and jump over onto our Sports Cards Pro app. Bada bing, bada boom. We go into tools. Now, as always, this is a feature. It's a premium feature, actually. So for $6 a month, you can have access to this and many, many, many other features as listed down here, not behind. The sales volume data feature that we are going to be going through today is absolutely free just because you've subscribed to this channel. So hit that notification bell if you haven't already, because we do one of these on a weekly basis. All right, team, we are going to go into basketball first and foremost. And number 2 on this list is Kevin Durant's 2007 Topps rookie card. I find this very strange that this is number 2 on the list. Perhaps people are forecasting where Durant is going to go, and that's why volume is up. I have no idea, but I like to dive into this. It's going to be very interesting to see how this materializes. I would have probably suspected Jamal Murray or like Jokic to be tops this list, but the fact that Durant is number 2, that they're getting creative, which is awesome. Durant is a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Probably, he has not been at this low since 2021, right? Since below 2020, actually. So these are the lowest his prices have been in quite some time, at least for this specific card. The high on this was 120 ungraded. You can get one for about 17, 18 bucks right now. PSA 10 copies are going for about $260. 9.5s are about $250. If we look down here at the pop report, there are 9,105 9s, followed by 3,106 10s. So another cool feature of the Sports Cards Pro app is that you get access to population reports now. I love that feature. It makes everything super clean and concise when deciding whether you should buy or sell specific cards. We're going to go into baseball next, and we have Griffey as per usual, Shohei, Griffey, Jordan, Griffey. People are buying a ton of Griffey. We're going to go into his 548 1989 Fleer card, another legendary card for the legend himself, Ken Griffey. These cards were going for, at peak, about $8.50 back in 2021 of November. They recently had a little spike up again, probably because of all the Julio Rodriguez hype, and now they're down to about $2.79. PSA 10 copies are going for $106, and there are 5,238 of them, as opposed to the 9s where there are 31,411, and that's why you can buy one for about $20, team. This is a card I probably would not be grading if I were you. The nostalgia factor is cool. If it's something that really means a lot to you, as a card that you pulled as a kid, obviously you want to preserve that, grade it, go for it. But if you're talking about like a proper return on your investment, this is just not the way to do it. So if it has intrinsic value, listen, you're allowed to do whatever you want always. I'm just going to give you my best suggestions when it comes to buying and selling using the data that we have in front of us. On our third category, football. Brock Purdy still tops this list. We got Barry Sanders. 42 cards sold in the last 7 days. This is Barry Sanders' rookie card. This card was going for about $120 back in February of 2021 at the height of the sports card boom. And as you can see, it's down to about $42.61. Still, a decent price for a card from the early or the late 80s, early 90s. PSA 9 or 9s in general, there are 10,374 of these, and they're selling for about $103. 9.5s, you get up to 320. PSA 10 copies, $1,200, and there's just over 2,000. About 2,200 in existence right now. So it's, 5 times more likely that you get a 9 versus a 10. And an 8 is about 11,000. So it looks like that 8-9 range is really where most of those grades are popping up. So keep that in mind when you're submitting a card like this. It might look really nice, but the difference between a 6 and a 10 is a considerable amount of money. And or 7 and a 10 rather is a considerable amount of money. And in fact, if you actually graded a 10, you're losing money versus the ungraded copy. So Really make sure you know what you're looking for when it comes to these cards. Make sure that the centering is on point if you're grading this card. Make sure that the whites, I mean, there's a green border here, which usually means that it's going to be a little tougher. Any white spots are going to be very visible. Plus, this card is over 30 years old. So keep all these things in mind if you're looking to grade this card. Again, if you're doing it for nostalgia purposes, if you're doing this because this card means a lot to you and you pulled it as a kid, go for it. But if you are truly looking for ROI, that's probably not where it's going to come from unless it is an immaculate copy. Next category is hockey. And we have Mr. Lucas Reichel tops this list. Team, I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel, but I have been talking about this for quite some time. This guy, this is a play that I had probably 6 months ago. It's kind of cool to see everything materialize. Connor Bedard is going to be the #1 overall pick for the Chicago Blackhawks in the not so distant future. People are forecasting who his line mates are going to be. Lucas Reichel is among the names. He's a recent player that, people have access to his cards. He might be the only guarantee on this roster in the next 2 or 3 years, barring a trade. So people are deciding, you know what, we're going to go off on Lucas Reichel. And as a result of that, his ungraded copies have gone from $7 up to about 18. So we're looking at a 3x there. Makes me kind of happy. Although PSA 10 copies are going for about $35, or sorry, PSA 9 copies rather, $9, $35. I got it right the fourth time. PSA 10 copies are going for $120, team. So very interesting to see how that has kind of panned out with 29 sales over the course of the last 7 days. Soccer is up next. The usual suspects here: Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo. I want to go into Neymar because Neymar's probably going to transfer from PSG at the end of the year. There's been a lot of talks of him leaving. It's probably why you see his volume up. This is his 2014 Panini World Cup Prism. This is his first Prism card. His rookie sticker, I believe, is 2008 or 2009. But this is the first card that he had released. So, for people who collect cards versus the stickers, despite the soccer heritage, this one would be probably the most notable and the earliest. So it's like his rookie Prism card. Also, it's the first Prism set, so it's kind of easy to create that lineage. It's easy to digest versus he's got this sticker and this sticker and this sticker. So you'll find that with soccer, and you'll actually find that with WWE and those two specifically, where they have stickers before that predate their cards usually, especially if they're older players. So this card was going about $26 ungraded back in October of 2021. Now they are going for about $9. They have a bit of an uptick, not very much. PSA 10 copies are going for about $80. So if you happen to find one graded, it comes back at 10. I mean, you could actually double your money here. Versus if you get a 9, you grade it, you actually might come away making it a little bit. So, I mean, that could also be very, very, or could be the reason why people are buying, right? So could be a reason why people are buying this raw. Could be an opportunity. I usually say that if the player's in the headlines, then it's probably a good thing. So unless it's of course, something that's terrible in the case of John Morant, we're not going to go into politics here. Regardless, eyes on players, usually a good thing, especially when it comes to their sports cards. Next on the list in terms of categories, we've got UFC, and we've got Hasbulla dominating the list again. We're going to go into Conor McGregor because he has recently started the Ultimate Fighter. I think it's Ultimate Fighter. If it's not, please call me out in the comment section. But he's a coach on one of those shows. And as a result of that, he's coming back to fight very soon. You're probably going to see an uptick in his stuff overall over the course of the next, I'd say, I don't know, 3-4 months. That's not me telling you to buy. It's just I'm telling you guys that this is probably what's going to happen as a result of him coming out of the shadows and him actually being present and, in the media and et cetera, et cetera. People are forecasting. He's also one of the greatest fighters of all time. Very charismatic, regardless of people think. This card was going for about $4 at peak. Now they're going for about just under $3. So, however, when it comes to grading, this base card, a 9 is about $20, not worth it. A 10 gets you $50, unless you get that 10, and in which case you're probably walking out with, I don't know, maybe 30-40%, depending on what you graded at. Might be worth it, might not. If you like this card, just buy it, in my opinion. Final category is wrestling. And we've got a blaster box top the list. Damn it. I thought we were going to go 7 for 7. We're going to go with this Andre the Giant card from 1990 Classic WWF. 6 sales volume. Is a really cool card, actually. Look at that. Andre the Giant in giant fashion. This card was going for about $4 back in 2020 of August. It is down to about $2.21 in June. PSA 10 copies are $15. Wow. I mean, if you can get a copy of $15, that might be worth it, quite frankly. I mean, it is cheaper than it is to grade. That's pretty cool, actually. And we don't have pop reports on these, which means that there's not a ton of them out there. So perhaps this is one sale over the last year. Someone snagged this card. A PSA 9 copy is going for about $13. A lot of value there, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think this is his rookie, but regardless, it's a very early example of an Andre the Giant card. Got the classic. I mean, it's literally called the classic WWF. So like back in the day, it was called WWF. And this was before the World Wildlife Foundation came after them because they had the same acronym. It's just cool lineage. And, of one of the legends of the sport. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this with a friend. All you gotta do is hit that notification bell and you get a free premium feature that I talk extensively about. Also, if you haven't already, check out the giveaway on our channel. We will be giving away a Crown Royal NBA hobby box absolutely for free. All the terms and conditions are in the video. Team, we want to make sure that we give you guys as much value as possible just for being members of this channel. So I hope you guys had fun today. As always, Coach Co and Sports Cards Pro are out of here. Peace.